Hi, so you're from Essex and Herts Air Ambulance Trust. Tell us what you do there.
Okay, I'm Senior Fundraising Coordinator for the heart side of the trust, so it's a bit of everything with the fundraising really.
And what kind of presentations do you do at the moment?
We do all sorts of presentations, everything from things to corporates, to schools, to organisations and groups and societies who might be interested in the air ambulance. So it can vary from presentations that might need to be up to an hour long to ones that are 10-15 minutes long.
So you must be quite practised in adapting your presentation to the needs of the audience or the recipient then?
Yeah, I think you have to, really, when it comes to pretty much any kind of presentation, because a presentation to a corporate is very different to a presentation to a WI, for example.
You haven't always done this though, have you?
No, previously, in my previous life, I was a radio presenter. So yeah, but it's very different actually. Radio presenting, you're in a room, four walls, it's just you and the microphone, maybe a sort of close-knit team around you. It's very different to being in front of an audience of people.
And do you feel comfortable when there's lots of people looking at you in the stage?
I'm getting better actually. I used to really hate it when at the radio station. It's a very different thing, I think, if you're presenting and it's just you and you're just presenting yourself. It's a much more comfortable situation to when you're on a stage and a lot of people are looking at you and you don't have songs in between your talking, you're just there, everything bared for the world to see. So yeah, it's a very sort of different situation. I used to find it very, very uncomfortable. I'm getting more used to it now that I'm doing more presentations with the Essex and Herts Air Ambulance Trust. But I think I get worried I'm going to forget what I'm going to say. And in a radio station, you've got, well, not everybody does it this way, but I'd always have notes sort of guiding me. And now, I have to have something in front of me so that I've got that kind of security blanket that I'm not going to forget everything. I do have this kind of fear that I'm going to end up being a blank and I'll open my mouth and nothing will come out. So
that sounds like a public speaking monkey.
I think it might be.
You're doing a good presentation. What have you done well that you could recommend other people should do?
I used to speak very, very quickly, and I think I've really slowed down. That's obviously because of the radio training as well. I get nervous, I do still speed up sometimes, and I have to sort of tell myself, slow down, breathe, always take like a deep breath between things, don't let your brain get carried away with you. And sort of I think a really important thing is to think about the meaning of what you're saying and not just the words. And often, even on the radio, even though people can't see you, 70% of communication is gesticulation and it's not verbal. So I think it's really important to use gestures and sort of the way that you often sometimes the words that you're saying aren't necessarily the most important thing. It's the meaning, getting the meaning across. And so you could say a word completely wrong and people will still know what you mean. So I think that's really important.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. That's been fantastic. Thank you for being with us today.
That's a pleasure.
Good luck with all your future presentations.